Today we're going to be interviewing a Dogecoin kid, Lisa from Up Worldwide. And today we have the beautiful Miss from Crypto here tonight with us. Today we have Ken Bozak.
Foundation, Rarible, OpenSea, and Charged Particles.
Speaking from a Gen Z's perspective.
So why do these people buy this
collection? I work with an artist out of...
Wait till you see my other outfits.
Look at my hands. Look at my hands.
I was poking Miss Teen Crypto's nose last time. I was like, look, I can poke your nose. Like, it's hilarious.
Hey everyone, welcome to NFTs. This week I'm here with Miguel. He is a creator of NFTs, and we're going to learn a little bit more about him, his history, and his current projects. How you doing tonight, Miguel?
Hey, what's up? I'm doing well. I appreciate you guys having me here and joining us tonight. This is so much fun.
Did he amplify him?
Oh, you need to amplify. Hold on one second. Let's just turn you up so everyone can hear you.
Cool.
Okay, you just have to unmute yourself, please.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah. Unmute yourself.
Okay.
There you go.
I think I muted. All right, I'm such a noob at this, so.
Okay, good. You're good. You're good. We just want to hear everything you have to say. So thank you so much for joining us today. We're looking forward to talking about your recent big success. But first, let's tell the audience a little bit about you. You're involved in so many different areas, crypto, NFTs, gaming. What actually brought you into this, and how long have you been immersed in it?
So, I first got started back in like 2012. Was my first introduction to Bitcoin. I'm not really sure what it was that brought me into it, but I was living with a roommate at the time, and I think he just brought it to my attention. And once I started learning about it and just kind of started messing around it, I kind of got hooked. So spent the last 9 years, buying, selling, trading Bitcoin, and learning about crypto and how the blockchain works, and kind of building small groups here and there. I just started getting involved with NFTs this last year. I first joined Ken Bozak's community. The Bros, y'all know him.
Bros?
Yeah, I got my first NFT, which was a wax NFT from my friend Shawnee Bear out in Canada. And then he had me go to Ken Bozak's community. And so from there, it just kind of fell in love with, the flow of how things were, how everybody was cool. And there was a lot of opportunity for me to use the 10 years of experience I had to kind of help people navigate the NFT space. So that was pretty much from where it took off from. I started in there and then just got fully involved and went to my first event in April, met Token Gamer in person in Miami at the Miami Crypto Experience. And then after that, it just kind of took off from there.
Wonderful. So although I'm not an artist, I believe we actually have something in common, our love for our pup. And so I want you to please tell us a little bit about Crypto Hounds and your Miggy NFTs.
Yeah, so when I first started learning about NFTs and wax NFTs specifically, I started making a collection called Crypto Hound. So my dog was one of my first NFTs that I had. It was cool because people gave me a lot of support in the community. They bought NFTs of her, so kind of started, doing more stuff after that. But she was with me, I've had her for like 14 years. She just recently passed away in August. I had her on the road. I took her like on this epic road trip, but she spent a long time with me, like actually involved with the NFT stuff because she was my first collection, my first NFTs. And then when I started traveling to these events, I started bringing her with me, and we crossed the country. Me, her, and Ken went on like a road trip from California to North Carolina, awesome. Back to Miami. Yeah, no, it was so cool. She's in that piece of art right there with me in the Mandalorian costume. For one of my other collections, and I still have other art of her too that I'm using as well. But she was a big part of my my crypto life. Like I had her for a long time from a puppy, and then her last year, we really kind of got to go out and see the world, and I got to make her NFT. So I had a way to keep her around. I do plan on trying to get her in the metaverse. Like I want to get her a little avatar or something, so I can bring her
Definitely.
in and like,
Oh,
yeah,
it'd be
crazy
wonderful.
like
She could
that.
follow you around with all the new MREs that are in here now. You could have her walking around beside you all through the universe.
Right. No, I exactly. I'd totally be stoked to do that. We were trying to do that. We were going to scan her before she passed away, but we didn't get a chance to. So I have tons of pictures of her stuff and see if I can find a 3D artist to like make a model for her. But I'm bringing her to the metaverse for sure. It's going to be
That's
awesome. I can't
amazing.
wait.
That'd be great. So, on to the exciting news. Earlier this month, you sold your first OpenSea NFT to the Thomas Kincaid Company. Sold for 3.6 Ethereum. Congratulations. That's amazing.
Thanks. Yeah. No, that was cool. I got an opportunity to curate some art for with Art Brand Studios, who manages Thomas Kincaid's collection, and we put up our first 4 NFTs are on wax, but we did a physical NFT, and this one came with the 4K ultra high definition animation as an unlockable download, and also came with the physical painting itself, which had a thumbprint signature on the back from Thomas Kincaid. And
Wow.
yeah, we listed it for auction and we got one bid on it, but it sold for 3.6 Ethereum. So it was a pretty cool opportunity because it got to sell out of my collection. And it was an official Thomas Kincaid, so that was pretty awesome experience. Put
That's
one up on
amazing.
OpenSea, and like it's the only one that sold so far out of that collection. But I'm happy for the experience.
I heard you were personally delivering this to the recipient. That's a pretty amazing thing, too.
Yeah, we were supposed to go to New York to deliver it, but I think we're gonna go back to the Houston thing because I think his company's in Houston, but he was living in New York, so I'm still waiting to hear about that. But yeah, it'll be cool to get him this physical because it's always gonna be in his house, but also in his NFT collection as well.
Amazing. And so there's only 4 of those available, but do you have any other pieces in the works for Kincaid, or is there any other projects that you have going on right now?
Actually, as of right now, for the Thomas Kincaid collection, they're going to be discontinued for the moment. They're going to be looking at some other options to check out some things because they just wanted to test out, OpenSea and Wax. So as of right now, the 4 that I have on Wax are going to be the only ones that are going to be there. So they're their first ones and their only ones, as far as I'll know. But so definitely a great opportunity. They're pretty low cost. Definitely if you have parents, a lot of them may know this collections. It's been around for a long time from what I understand. I just myself learned about it, but they do a lot of cool artwork and they have a lot of cool stuff that's still, is pretty popular.
Awesome. So I also read that a few months ago, your Telegram chat went from being public to requiring a special access NFT, and that your followers could earn dust for a few months. Can you explain this to our viewers, what this means and how it works?
Oh yeah. So on the Wax blockchain, there's this token called Dust that was made by this group called the Nifty Wizards. They have they have a game on Telegram that they use this coin to. Sorry, is it loud?
No,
Can you
you're
hear
fine.
me? Okay. So they created this coin called Dust for their game, which works in the Telegram by chatting. And so they have it set up that you can create a pool, attach a Telegram account to it. And so everybody who's in that group will be able to sync their wallet, which this would be a Wax wallet, to the Telegram. And then every message that you send, you'll earn a bit of the Dust token. So I did that with my chat and I set it up to have that NFT of me in the Mandalorian suit. So that way it would be $5 to get in. I gave away some airdrops with that though too. So every month it came with like 6 months of airdrops for this token. But I just kind of did that as a way to incentivize people to come into the group, and that way every time they chat, they'll be able to earn dust too. So it's a good way to get started on the Wax blockchain with some tokens that you don't really have to invest nothing but time into. And every message you just collect, and you'll be able to trade dust directly for NFTs as well, or you can go to Alcor exchange and trade it for Wax token or any other tokens that are on that market too. It may take a while from chatting, but if you're going to be doing messaging anyways, you can the chance to earn some crypto while you're at it, for sure.
Very cool. So, what is the next big venture that you have on your books? What's coming up next from you?
Oh man, from me and those of us working with Ken, we're gonna be doing shitcoin in a couple of weeks. We have that. I'm sorry, in a month. We have that coming up in the beginning of April, April 5th and 6th. This will be our second event. We had one last year in June. Was a pretty big success, and so we're doing it again this year. We've had a little bit more time for planning and for structuring everything out, and we'll actually be working with some ape owners in Miami who want to help sponsor our party. So there's some chance that we'll have a pretty big blowout party, but the event's going to be great. It's going to be, I think, pretty affordable. I think our tickets are going to be like they were last year, like $5 to $20. So it'll be in Wynwood, Miami. So if you guys are in town, definitely check it out. And if you're thinking about going somewhere and you can't really get to Bitcoin or that event out there, then come check ours out. It'll definitely be a lot of fun for sure.
Wynwood's definitely a great place to be in too for the arts. So what, for the people who want to follow your artwork, what is the, and your progress and the things that you're doing, what's the best way for them to check you out? Was it on Instagram, Twitter? Do you have a website that people can go to?
Probably Twitter is where definitely the most active. I'm everywhere, but my Twitter handle is crypto33miggy. You can just follow me there. I usually post everything that we have going on and any updates.
Okay, great. So we have some of your artwork positioned here around the room that we're going to kind of walk around, and you can explain to the audience the inspiration behind each one. Do we have any questions from anyone in the audience? Optic, do you have a question?
I need to be put on megaphone.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hey, Miggy. Sorry, I follow you on Instagram. We've communicated through messages a few times. I'm Optic VR. With your NFTs, would you ever be interested in a trial partnership where you did a virtual reality world from a guy that knows nothing about NFTs, converting that into an NFT for a 50-50 split? I build the world, you NFT it, we sell it 50-50. Is that anything you'd ever be into? Because a lot of the crap that's NFTs sucks, and my stuff doesn't suck.
Well, one of the groups that I'm working with, we're looking for somebody who can help us build a metaverse for a project that wants to work with us. So I definitely see that as a huge possibility.
You want to build a metaverse or build a world?
I think we need a world, but I'm always down to NFT anything. I love getting to, put things in my collections that, I can use as an example for different people wanting to see different types of NFTs. So yeah, just hit me up, just DM me. I'll get back to you. I've just now got back in town. I was at ETH Denver, and so I'll be catching up to like all my messages and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, it's just an interesting thought because I know I've seen a lot of your stuff. I love Alex Kincaid. He's big out here in the Northwest. We all love him. I was wondering on an interesting partnership like that. I've seen worlds. Those are normally what sell for the most when they're NFTs, and the ones that sold suck compared to what we have to offer. So I'm just curious on a partnership on something like that.
Yeah, man, I'm always down for collabing, for sure.
All right. Thanks, Miggy.
Oh, thank you.
Anyone else have any questions? Okay, so why don't we come down and look at your artwork, and you can kind of tell us a little bit of the story between each piece.
Cool. So I'll start with the guy. So this one, and actually all the ones that are kind of really brightly animated, three, I'll point them out when I get there. Those are part of a collection from a studio called Futaku Studios. It's an animation company that I'm working with. I met out here in Dallas, and they wanted to get involved with NFTs and put out some art that they had been working on. So I got a chance to mint some on wax, and I created a sort of like blend game that you can only purchase 3 of them, but with the blending mechanisms on the platform, you can upgrade and burn those to get, the other rarer ones. So this one is available only if you own all 5 of the other ones. You can claim it once a week, every week until they run out. So there's the fewest of them available, and it has the highest rarity, but you can only get it by owning all the other 5 in your wallet. And so the car is one of them, the building, and the 3 girls. Those are all part of that collection as well.
Okay.
And they come from Futaku, and the guy that works there and created the brand, his name's Mike Fukunaga. His dad is Jen Fukunaga, the creator of Funimation. So his dad created Funimation, and he no longer has I think, fair ownership of the company, but he's still involved. So I think Mike used to work with him as well, doing like voice acting and stuff like that, and helping with all the things that they do. They own a lot of IP for a bunch of main anime that's streamed here in the United States, and their company's out in Dallas too. This one is the one access for the Telegram.
You and Miggy.
It's an animated piece as well. Yeah, it's me as the Mandalorian and me and MJ, because I used to carry her in this little pouch. Whenever I took her around with me, I had like a pouch that I kept at the side, so she would like sit and just like hang around with me because she was like tiny. And this is animated, so it does move. The artist's name is Ajay. He's one of Ken Bozak's like main artists that he's been using for a long time. Really cool guy, this young guy that just been killing it. He's been doing art for Misting Crypto. He also does art for the Wax blockchain themselves, the actual company. And yeah, I've had the chance to work with him. So I have more art coming from him as well. And I have another one that it's just her, and she's sitting in the pod that Grogu sits in, the little floating pod. So the other NFT that I have is going to be of her in that little pod that floats.
Oh.
And yeah, no, it's so funny. His art's so great. So these 3 again are part of that Futaku collection, the Blend series. And this one is me and Will Intangible as goats. Real cool dude. I met him and his brothers at Shitcoin. They do some really dope stuff. He's an amazing artist. He drew this up and sent it to me. And also it comes with there's a QR code for a AR block, like a cube, and it has that art on it, so you can bring it up in augmented reality. This we were selling on Wax for different tokens. We were selling it for Nifty token, Dust token, Wax token, Ken token. I think almost all of these, except for the Futaku ones, are listed for different tokens as well. But yeah, it was real cool. He met me and he wanted to do a collab, so he drew us up as the goats. And he's a really dope artist. Like, he has a pretty cool collection that he just dropped recently as well.
Very cool.
All of these are on Wax too. Oh, it's so much fun. This one is Miggy version 1. It's actually a video. It's animated. He moves around and dances and stuff like that. I did
see this one online.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I use like a program to make it an app. So like I didn't really do anything. It was just like picking different things to put together to make it. But I released it just because it was one of the first like meta versions of myself that I had. So I have another one being made from a project called Blockchain Valley Virtual, and this one is built on Unreal Engine. So I'm gonna have like a lifelike avatar, and it's gonna actually look like me in real life and stuff like that. So that's gonna be Miggy version 2. But this is the verse one, and it has like music and stuff like that, and he dances around. Now the things on the shirt is an actual NFT. That's from one of my first collabs.
Okay.
The actual face. And then the shoes too. So if you see the video, the shoes have an NFT on there that I have, and then the shirt has an NFT on it that I have.
The Miggy T.
Yeah, no, it was so cool. I really do want to make that shirt just because I like the black and white everything. These 2 are the last 2 Kincaid NFTs that we put in the collection. These are both animated as well. I think they were like $5 and $10 or something like that, or 25 and 50. I can't remember. But these are the last 2 from the Sweet Cottage collection, or Swedish Cottage, one of them. They have like all these different categories of collections that they create. They have cottages. They have the ones that I did. The first two were like Christmas ones. I can't remember what they were called, but these are the last two. So these two, and there's two other ones that I have in my collection that are from the Thomas Kincaid, and again, those are going to be the only ones that'll be around for now, for sure.
They were really beautiful. When I saw them online, I loved how the very
Yeah, they're-
ethereal looking as they shifted, and the animation is beautiful on them.
Yeah, these are animated. I wish they would have put some music to it. No, I love the animation, because having to see how the other painting was in real life, and then getting to see an animated version of that we sold for the OpenSea NFT. Their artwork is great. Like the oil canvas work they do is really cool. So people love them, and these are their very first and only NFTs. So I'm super excited that at least years from
What an
now,
honor
I
for
think
you,
they'll
yes.
be a pretty big deal. And yeah, I didn't paint them, which I wish I would have had something to do with that. But it's cool to just be able to have them in my collection and say that I was sold Thomas Kincaid's first and only NFTs.
Perfect. Yeah, definitely. All right.
Crazy.
Well, anything
y'all. I
else you'd like to
appreciate y'all
share
hanging
with
out.
everyone?
No, this has been great. I really appreciate everybody's time and checking things out, and I appreciate you taking your time to be here, and always dope to be around Jerome. So if y'all do or can make it to shitcoin, definitely check it out. We also are gonna have I think we're gonna be doing something similar to this in the metaverse, so you'll be able to participate in shitcoin with us,
Definitely
even
gonna
if
have
you
a
can't
gallery for
physically be
shitcoin.
there. But definitely check that
Absolutely.
out. That's a whole community based project that we did, with Ken and a few friends, and so definitely want to include everybody we can.
And everyone, please remember that to follow him at Crypto33Miggy on Twitter.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course.
You're a
Thank you
wonderful
so
host.
much for
Thank you
coming
so
on
much.
today. This has been great. It's love seeing your work, and it's been really interesting learning about all your projects.
No, thank you. Appreciate it. This is so cool. Oh man,
Oh, and
the
before
metaverse
we
is so
go,
fun.
City, if you want to talk about your pooch who's up on the screen, I missed my cue, but never, rather late than never, right?
So this is one of the pictures I wanted him to put up there of you.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's funny. That's from her birthday. I didn't really know her actual birthday, so I just put it on 420 since her name was Mary Jane.
There you go. Yeah, I actually am actively involved in rescue, and I run a nonprofit for canine cancer research and treatment. So we have a mutual
nice.
love for the animals. So
That's cool. See, that's kind of what I want to do with the collection, because I still have it, and I still have art for her, and I still am going to have more art of other dogs of my family and just dogs of friends in general. So I want to use that money to have a like a little safe house, so when people need money to deal with issues like that, because they are expensive, treatments and
it's so
getting good
expensive.
food and all that stuff. So I want to have it
Yes.
available that at least when people have to deal with this with their pets, they don't have to worry about the
Well,
money, and
and you can
I
have a
want to
give
still
back.
do it. Yeah, I'll have to talk with you more about it, so that'd be dope.
Absolutely. I would welcome the opportunity to talk to you about it. Definitely a very, very cute picture too. Love that face. That's one of my favorites of all of them, of course.
Yeah, she was cool. Thank you. No, I appreciate everybody being here. Y'all are great.
Well, thank you very
Good
much again
picture.
for coming, and thank you to our audience for coming and watching the show tonight.
lost a lot of
And
people.
make sure you come back next Tuesday night, 8:30, for the next Yummy NFTs.
Yeah, I'm so glad I made it. Sorry again.